Hello buddy, it's Zechariah. As maybe you know, I am dedicated running, trained for police officers, firefighters, and U.S. Border Patrol members lose their life in a live duty in 2020. And unfortunately, I'm running another officer with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security who has passed away. And today I'm running for Officer Richard Rios. He worked at the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Customs and Border Protection, Office of Field Operations, and his end of watch was December 2nd, 2020. He lost his life after contracting COVID-19 while on duty at the Ysleta Port of Entry in El Paso, Texas. He was 53 years old at the time of his passing and served 17 years with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, Office of Field Operations, and leaves behind a wife, 2 daughters, and a mother. Tonight I'll be running with the blue line flag in his honor. I'll be doing 7 laps around the track of my school, which is the Equitable Mall in his honor. I'll be joined here tonight by 2 U.S. Customs and Border Protection patrol cars, tons of supporters that are related to or with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, including 1 U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer who's also running with me tonight. And we're also joined by the Seminole County Sheriff's Office who will be patrolling as well behind them, and my whole family here tonight. Even though it seems like I'm the only one running as well as one other person, at the same time there's even more running, and that's all the phone I have ran for. I know tonight they're all running in spirit with me, including Officer Richard Rios. Before the run starts, I'm going to do a quick prayer in honor of his whole family and department, through hard time I'm going through, and then I'll be on the way.
For those that are tuned in tonight, Zechariah running his first of 3 miles this evening. This first mile in honor of fallen Officer Richard Rios. He worked with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's Customs and Border Protection, Office of Field Operations. His end of watch, December the 2nd, 2020. Tragically, one of now multiple first responders that have been lost as a result of contracting COVID-19 with the Customs and Border Protection units. He lost his life after contracting COVID-19 at the Ysleta Port of Entry in El Paso, Texas, was 53 years old and served 17 years as a member of the Customs and Border Protection, leaves behind a wife, 2 daughters, and mother. Zechariah completing his first of 7 laps for the hero. We are always so appreciative of the various local agencies that continually come out and help honor our fallen heroes alongside of Zechariah. Helping to honor fallen Officer Richard Rios tonight, we have multiple members of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection here to honor one of their fallen brothers. Also patrolling behind Zechariah tonight, we have a member of our hometown agency, the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. Running with Zechariah, we have a member of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection as well. Once again, we're all here tonight to pay tribute to fallen Officer Richard Rios, a 17-year veteran of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection who tragically lost his life after succumbing to COVID-19 that he received during an outbreak at the Ysleta Port of Entry in El Paso, Texas. He was 53 years old, leaves behind a wife, 2 daughters, as well as a mother. Zechariah now completing his second of 7 laps to honor this hero tonight. For every mile that Zechariah completes, he carries a unique flag with him, each flag sent to the family of the hero that he runs to honor. Because we have members of our home port of entry here that has direct contact to the agency that this particular officer worked at, following this run, the flag will be presented to the director of our Orlando port of entry, who will ensure it gets to the family of fallen Officer Richard Rios. If you'd like information on how you can support this flag, visit runningthenumber4heroes.org. We'll also try to do a follow-up post later tonight, giving you information on how you can be part of this mission in 2021. I'm going to go silent starting on this next lap. I'm going to remain silent for the duration of the run as we reflect on the 17 years of service of this fallen hero, fallen Officer Richard Rios. Our prayers are with his family, his wife, his daughters, his mother, as well as everybody with U.S. Customs and Border Protection mourning the loss of another hero. God bless you all as we never forget.
I pray to the whole family of fallen officer Richard Rios. You all heal through this hard time. We didn't have an opening because we're actually going to be, we're taking out the flag right now, and the port director of U.S. Customs Border Protection and Orlando International is going to receive the flag so we can send it to the family. But, you know, just some words for him. A dedicated hero toward his community. U.S. Customs and Border Protection have gone through quite a bad year with COVID-19 throughout all parts of the world, and most of them are in Laredo and El Paso, those places in Texas. So just prayers go out to everybody who is going through a hard time in the El Paso Port of Entry. I know that's not the name of it, but the Port of Entry in El Paso, I know they're going through a hard time. So prayers go out to their whole family. Just final words for him, a true hero. And I want to thank the U.S. Customs and Border Protection for having a great turnout when it comes to patrol cars, the person running, and just supporters who are related to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection or are one themselves. They made a great turnout tonight, like they always do, for one of their fallen brothers, and I want to thank them. The Seminole County Sheriff's Office also came out. I want to thank them for coming out as well. And like I said, in just a second, right now, actually, I'm going to be presenting the flag to the port director of Orlando International Airport, U.S. Customs and Border Protection, so we can send it to the family as quick as possible in El Paso. In honor of fallen officer Richard Rios and all of the amazing stuff he did toward his 17 years of service with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, I would like to present you with the flag so you can send it to the family as quick as possible to help with any of the process.
In the name of all the men and women of U.S. Customs and Border Protection, we thank you for the support and honoring Officer Rios.
Thank you very much. These experiences are truly incredible, and whenever we lose a U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer, you know, I want to thank U.S. Customs and Border Protection for always having a great turnout. Almost every single time we're able to present the flag to a U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer themselves, usually a higher ranked person like the director, port director, and I want to thank them for all their support for honoring one of their fallen brothers in law enforcement. I know they've been going through a hard year with COVID-19, so prayers go out to everybody within our community. I also do want to thank the Seminole County Sheriff's Office for coming out for all their support, and all the supporters who came out, and my whole family, to support this fallen officer, Richard Rios. If all of you would like to join me in a 17-second moment of silence, each second dedicating one year he served with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and each second dedicating one amazing thing he did during his life as well. Please do, because during the 17 seconds, you don't know how much it can mean to the family, to the hard time they're going through. Thank you very much. If you join me in that 17-second moment of silence, you don't know how much it meant to the family. If you did just join me during that, it'll just help the family and all the friends as well through the hard time they're going through. Just prayers go to his whole family through the hard time they're going through. And I want to thank you all for supporting this fallen officer. We have 2 more runs due tonight, so please hit 2 of those 2 runs, and they're unfortunately the 2 other ones are also for COVID-19. So please hit 2 of those next 2 runs. It'll mean so much to the family if you join me in those next 2 runs as well, because each run is a new supporting presence that needs some comfort. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all first for all of your service, and I pray God blesses you all.